the Energytwist TV Classic Soul and R&B. And today we are here at Resort World, and we got the world-renowned Hues Corporation.
Yes.
I'm going to give you give yourselves a round of applause, man. Listen, that's how it goes down. Welcome to our show. First of all, we'd like to thank the promoter, Michelle LICATA, for bringing y'all down, bringing us down. And we know you're going to turn it out.
We're going to do our best.
And we're going to start from right to left.
All right.
Okay, so tell them your name. What's your name?
Wendell Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, how
Yes,
you
sir.
doing?
Pleased to meet you.
Okay,
My
man.
pleasure.
Listen, and who do we have here?
Generva Shellery.
Okay.
And I'm Charles White.
Charles White, from
Yes.
Cincinnati.
That's right.
He said, yeah. Well, listen, I don't know where to start, man.
Wherever you want.
Let's go back to some of the original concept. Let's go back to the 70s. I'm a 70 head.
All right,
Can we
let's
go
do
back
that.
to the 70s?
Absolutely. Let's go
Okay, so how did y'all get together?
The group was actually formed in Santa Monica, California. Now, my manager, who is still our current manager, is
Okay.
Wally Holmes.
Okay,
He's
Mr. Holmes, shout it out.
That's right. The man is going to be 90 years old the 27th
No,
of this
stop
month.
lying.
I wouldn't do that.
Really?
So the group was formed in 1968, actually, is when the group actually formed. They used to rehearse in the basement of a church in Santa
Yes.
Monica. When the group got lightly discovered, Wally moved the group to Las Vegas.
Yes.
And the group took up residence at the Circus
Vegas.
Hotel.
We're in the casino right now.
Circus Hotel.
Full circle,
yeah,
full
and
circle.
the Ring-a-Ding Lounge.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
the Hues Corporation was basically birthed and grew. All
Wow,
this before
wow,
Rock the
man,
Boat.
wow. Hold on.
Yeah.
And so, when did you come in on the picture?
I just came in on the picture when Wendell started the group back up. And
Okay.
Glad to be on board.
Yes. And you hail from?
I am from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Mm.
And you have another member? Come on, jump.
Yes, I just joined the group. I'm the newest member of the group. In fact, I just finished a 30-year career with the Cincinnati Police Department.
Oh, great.
So I
I'll
decided
get you,
to
man.
pursue my
So he
singing
went from a
career.
municipality, all right.
Yes.
Working with the public. I mean, working for the public.
Yes.
Now he's working with the public. That's it, man. So yeah. I'm being nice how I said that.
Be good.
Yeah. So listen. So how did it all get started, man? Talk to us.
So doing 4 shows a night in the Ring-a-Ding Lounge.
Yes.
Drew a lot of attention. RCA courted the group and
Okay.
eventually signed the group. Now, quick update
Yeah,
on
go ahead.
the song.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, the
man.
record company did not want to release Rock the Boat as the first song off the album. Okay. Rock and Soul, which is actually the B-side.
Yes.
That they played on the radio.
We were talking about the A and the
Yeah,
B side. We did a
right.
Motown review, and the guy pulled up the 45. He said, "Do y'all know
That's
what
right.
this
Yeah,
is?"
okay, right. And we do. And we do.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So they decided, they voted against it. But what happened is the songs got released out into the clubs. So by the time Rock and Soul and Rock the Boat was in the clubs,
Yes.
it just grew and grew and grew. So we said, okay, fine, we'll go with Rock the Boat. So that's how Rock the Boat got its
Wow,
tailwind and just took off.
Wow.
And it is still the most played song from the 70s. That's still being
Yes.
played on the
Wow.
worldwide. I ain't just talking about
Listen, man. We, I'm just speechless at the moment, and I host the show, so I shouldn't be speechless. That's not good for my career. So, how do you feel when you first perform with this group? And Legendary.
Gosh. When I first performed with this group, it was just total awesome. I mean, everything about it, how Wendell put everything together.
I could tell.
Yeah.
This meeting him, being in
He's-
his presence, I could just tell.
he's-
He's
yeah.
on point. He's on
Yes.
point. And come on over here, Mr. Go ahead.
Well, my first experience with this group was only about a month or so ago. We performed here over in Staten Island at St. George's Theater, and I tell you, it was awesome. It was awesome, and,
Yeah,
and,
well,
and I
you
really.
were going to line up with some heavies and your heavy as well, but it was
Yes.
awesome, right? So that was your first performance with the group?
That was my first performance with the group, and I didn't get fired, so I must have so it must have worked out all right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're here in New York, and we do a show called Classic Soul TV as well as Energytwist. And what we try to do is we try to preserve and do all live performances of the live music so that the new generation, the older generation, and the other generation will know where the true history came from. These ain't no studio musicians.
No.
You guys are the real deal McCoy.
That's right.
So
That's right.
talk to him. So who wrote the song?
Okay, so Wally Holmes, our manager, he wrote all of our hits.
Okay.
And we actually, a lot of people are more familiar with Rock the Boat.
Really?
If you know the Hues Corporation
Yes.
material, then you'll know that we had at least 6 hits.
Yeah.
That they may not be.
I thought it was
familiar
7
with.
actually.
Yeah, that's okay. And like I said again, well, I got a new one in the wings. That'll be 7.
Premonition.
It's
yeah,
already
that-
written. We're
yeah,
just waiting
yeah.
to record it.
Wow. Yeah.
But,
Okay.
but Wally wrote all of our hits, and I've been with the group. I've been actually the lead singer of the group for almost 30 years.
Wow, man. Wow. You know what it is I love about our era of music? Not only are you true performers, but you're looked upon.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're making millions of dollars and you got holes in your jeans coming on stage, I just really can't feel that. Something ain't correlating,
That's right.
something ain't matching up. I mean, and what we try to do, we try to show the public. We just came back from an R&B weekend with all, a whole bunch of artists, from back in the 70s. But what we try to do is just present an image, man. I told people on Facebook that our viewpoint is to be the eyes and ears of the people out there. They can't always be behind the scene and be privileged like I am, to do this. But, what we present, the package that we present, man. So, today I'm really, honored to be in your guys and ladies' presence, man, because it's a true honor.
Well,
So
we
talk to them, man. So
Yeah.
how did it materialize? How did it go forward?
So after Rock the Boat hit, then everything just went crazy. So the Hues Corporation was on tour pretty much every year, just year round. We would tour with the main ingredient, Cuba Gooding, who I miss dearly, is my dear friend. And then we would flip. They would open one night, we would open one night. And there was always, little issues with groups, but because everybody wanted the crowd. You want the crowd to get with it. But anyway, so that's kind of how it started. And we are a part of that generation of true performing art.
Listen, my show is all about that.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that's it.
we just came, like I said, we just came back from Pennsylvania. And we had on the lineup, we had Atlantic Star.
Oh, nice.
We had Peaches and Herb.
My boy Herb,
Ray
yeah.
Griffin and Brown.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just keep on
No,
Howard
no,
Hewitt.
yeah,
So, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, trying to get to is that everybody was up on the stage was a true musician. So how did you get started in the music industry, young lady?
I first got started at the Performing Arts School in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and then from there took on my first gig at a
Gig.
yeah.
How'd you feel when you first got paid for what you love to do?
Oh gosh, it was great.
It was great, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Enjoyed it.
And I got a whole bunch of stuff for you over here. So you went from literally being security, maybe at some of these events, being a municipality from your former job, to actually performing. So the transition, looking from outside, now you're on the inside. Talk to people and tell them how you feel.
Well, actually, it started a lot longer before that, because I also retired from the United States Air Force after 20 years. So while I was in the Air Force, I had an opportunity to perform in a thing called Tops in Blue. It's an Air Force worldwide talent competition that a lot of us got together, and I think Wendell was involved in that too, and he sure was. And so it was kind of neat when we got together and we both yeah, we did. Yes, we sure did. So when I finished that, then I started on the police force. I started a group on the police department called the Most Wanted. And we do,
I like that.
yes,
You saw me swallow, right?
Most Wanted. And we do anti-drug rock and roll shows for kids in elementary and junior high schools. Been doing it for almost 30 years now. I had no idea it would last that long. But I tell you what, it's been a successful program, and you brought up something I really do. Hey, it's impressive. It's heartrending to get paid for doing something that you love doing. So I like that.
I'm sitting here
I love
right
that.
now. Listen, so what we're gonna do, we owe it to the younger generation
Right.
and try to give them knowledge and wisdom.
Right.
So
Right.
what would you say to some of the young artists coming up today?
First thing I want to do is just make sure that your music is real, that your words have some merit, that they mean something. Because so much of the music, again, my hat's off to these artists who are getting paid today and that they've got their careers going. But there's still a generation out there that appreciates a good lyric, that appreciates a good beat, and when you put some steps and some harmony behind that, that's magic.
That's
so
magic,
so
that's
those
it.
are the things that you want to try and
Yes.
keep in mind, because again, if you don't have those things and those elements in your music, it'll reveal itself quick enough.
You know, piggybacking off of that, Barry Gordy had a vision like
Yes,
that,
yes,
where he
yes.
had an etiquette department
Yeah.
where not only did you have to be a performer, but you also had to know how to present yourself to
That's
the
right.
public.
Yeah, exactly right.
And
They sent everybody to school.
I'm looking at you, ladies and guys, man, and I already know military. I don't even have to ask y'all what it's all about because I know what y'all was taught. But you know, just at home these days, what would you say to the young ladies out there?
Present yourself in a light where you will be respected. Respect yourself first, so that love that you want to get back in return, that it will always come back to you.
That's it. And I would piggyback and say, you know, don't sell yourself. You are truly who you are. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And you know, a lot of times they want to break into the career, so they let these knuckleheads talk them into anything and everything.
Dressed in any kind of way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have you the business side of it. I know I should.
Yeah.
But the business side of it. How do you view, you know, that part of it? You know, the industry.
Well, the business side of it.
Yes, because
Well,
it's two parts, actually.
you know, like I said before, it's an honor, first of all, to get paid for doing something that you love doing in the first place. So we leave the business part to Wendell over here.
I know.
But one thing that I want to do, one thing that I would like to say though, is for the younger people that are coming up, and I get a chance to see a lot of people out there performing and stuff. You know, make yourself presentable when you come on that stage. I'm gonna go back to what James Brown used to say when he was on stage. He used to look up here and say, "Ain't I clean?" Yes, absolutely. Look good on stage, and it takes you a long way. Yes.
The whole thing with me, well, you know, my parents used to send me to church, Sunday school, so that's
Yeah.
where my whole concepts started. But you know, I just feel better when I got on club. How about you?
Absolutely. Listen, faith.
Yeah, I mean,
faith is at the root of everything we do.
Yes.
And we are believers, and that's not to put religion in anybody's tongue.
No,
but
no.
you need to believe in something higher than yourself, and that you need to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything.
Yes.
So just make sure that you understand that you know, this is a business, yeah, but it's also music.
Yes.
There's two parts, two words: music, business. You got to
Yes.
understand both of them
Yes.
if you're going to be successful.
That's it, because you know, I know over the past several years you ran across a lot of different kind of dealings.
Yeah. Yes.
But we know that Michelle LICATA promotion is
That's it.
on point. She's
We
so
know
busy.
that. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. But talk
Yeah.
to the people about the business side of it.
Yeah, now again,
And the longevity.
That's it. Now we've been at this for a long time, and I've been in this business almost 40 years myself.
Okay.
But you know, you need to understand who you're working with.
Yes.
You have to understand your levels of trust, and you have to make sure that the people that you associate with yourself are like-minded folk.
Yes.
They got to, again, if they believe, that's great. But again, you don't want to be running around here with Satan's minions,
Oh.
you know, and then trying to be successful in this music business, because then you'll sell yourself out for anything.
Yes,
And you can't do that. So
can't do
you know,
that,
for,
man.
for us, it's about making sure that you handle the business the right way. My wife handles a lot of
I was getting ready
the
to say,
financial
I was
things for
getting
us,
ready to say.
flights and that kind of thing.
I was
Yeah.
getting ready to say, one of the fallbacks in this industry is when people get successful, they forget their roots. Okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people separate from their loved ones, their spouse, significant others, simply because they didn't stay grounded and rooted. I mean, if these people supported you in the past, all right, and a lot of artists, the wife was the one working to make sure that that artist would be successful. And for you to get up there and turn your back on them, I mean, you know, no, go ahead, talk to him.
Amen. Yeah, well, you know, I have to agree with you. There are a lot of performers do forget where they came from, and it's kind of a sad situation. But you know, fortunately, the people in this group now, Wendell, you know, and you know, like I said, I ran across Wendell way back in the '70s. And didn't know that we would hook up again
But, babe,
in
that's-
Cincinnati. Isn't that something?
It's just all the time, man. Listen, all the time.
Yeah.
So, do you have any family members that like in the music industry or performing any kind of artistry, anything like that? You know, artistic skills. Your parents, did they have any type of musical inclination? You know.
Actually, my mother, before she passed, she used to be a singer in the nightclub. So, yeah. So that's where I kind of get, you know, kind of rubbed off, you know.
Honestly, she got that look.
Yeah.
Yes. So, in choosing those two on my left, what were some of the criteria that you went for?
Personality is key. But more than anything else, I wanted to stitch together a group that is family, that feels like family, people that I like and people that like each other. You can't work together in a group, you know, and then not like each other. And trust me, we all know that there are singer groups out there for days and years who can't stand each other.
I know, but it's money.
Right, and there's money behind that. But with us, it's got to be different because again, money is one part of it. But for me, if I've got three people, like when I chose Geneva and I chose Charles, I didn't have to take them through a whole lot of auditions. All I had to do was sit down and talk to them, get a chance to get a feel for them as people. Ask them a question. You know, where do you see yourself a year from today? You know, what are you doing? What do you like?
A year from today.
Yeah.
A year from today?
Yes.
That will be 2019. I'm going to be with the Hues Corporation. Amen.
That's right.
Amen. We're going to still be rocking the boat. Amen.
Yeah. So you said you're working on a new project.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, talk to him.
Yeah. We got a new song that we're going to reveal. And Michelle is our agent, by the way. So we're going to reveal.
Oh, Michelle's your agent.
Yes, she is.
Hi, Michelle, over there.
So the song is
She hates the camera, but that's all right. We'll
know
talk
it.
to her from a distance.
Absolutely. So the song is basically written. Once we finish this show, we'll get back to Cincinnati, get back in rehearsals, and then we'll start learning that new song, and then we'll get it recorded.
So all of y'all are
we can have
based
it.
in Cincinnati right now?
Yes, I based the group in Cincinnati for
You
that
based
very reason.
for that very reason?
We don't mess around. We practice at least 3 times a week.
And how long is a rehearsal? How long is a rehearsal?
Hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. And y'all use like the mirrors with the steps and all that.
Yes, we do.
And the
And the mics.
And how do you preserve your voice? How do you preserve your voice? I mean, you know.
The other day, if you would have seen me, I was all wrapped up. Just this weather change and everything, you want to constantly warm up your vocals, you know. Just basically stay in tune with what's going on, you know, and you can tell when your voice goes through those changes, what you need to do, like, you know, okay, I need to take care of myself. So, yeah, it's pretty much that.
Okay. Well, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. And Michelle, you want to say anything, Michelle? Why don't you come over here and talk to the audience, Michelle? Come on, come to. Yeah. Michelle. Well, welcome back to the show. We have we got Michelle in the hot seat right now.
Yup.
And ouch, right? Hi, Michelle. He just told me that you're managing the Hues
I
Corporation.
am. I'm very
Really?
excited about that. Where's Wendell?
He's
I'm
right
very
behind you. He's
excited.
supporting.
Very.
He literally
Listen,
got your back.
That was my favorite song growing up.
Well, you know
in the
what
clubs.
I know about you. I know you're a disco head.
I'm
so-
definitely a
Yeah.
disco head, but
Yeah, I
Rock
know.
the Boat?
Yeah, I know. Hues Corporation.
Just-
I mean, you know, just the nostalgia of that song alone, bro. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I danced to it.
That's
You
good
know,
to know.
I'm still dancing to it
Keep
because
on
I'm not
dancing.
that old.
That's right.
And then the curtain's going up, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
So Michelle,
Yeah.
tell them how they can reach out to you and your organization.
You can reach out to me at www.mlicataentertainment.com. It's mlicataentertainment.com. Or you can call me at 631-838-1206. You can book the Hues Corp for anything, private parties, festivals, concerts, theaters.
That's how it works.
You will love them.
That's it. But not only that, but you know, we're here tonight, and we want to thank you personally on camera.
Absolutely.
Want to thank
Thank you.
Angela
Thank you.
also in the
Thank you.
background.
No,
for
if it
bringing
wasn't
us
for
in.
Angela, I wouldn't be sitting in this seat.
I know. So we got to give due
Yeah.
credit to people
Yes.
that we
Yes.
respect everybody in the industry, from the artist to behind the scene.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is what makes a family. And the music business is a family.
Teamwork.
And we want to thank the Hues Corporation and Angela and Michelle.
And Energytwist.
Listen, man.
Yes.
Well, this wraps up another edition of our show. Somebody's ringing my phone trying to get me. And so we'll say goodbye and good night.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Bye.